good evening, and good evening, Derbs. How you doing, my
Yo,
friend?
I'm fine. Looking forward to tomorrow's game. We're going to whoop you. We're going to go up to Old Trafford, whoop you. We're going to take the ball home. We're going to take 3 points as well. But I have to say, to start off with, it's a sad day for Manchester United with the Munich air disaster, with the anniversary of it. And I think for any genuine Tottenham fans, we send our deepest sympathies to Manchester United at this sad time. It's something where I think all football fans should come together and remember the Busby Babes and the players like Duncan Edwards and players like that who would have gone on to be probably really world class players of their time. And I just wanted to say that just to you know, it's maybe many years, but we've never forgot, and never should we forget the Busby Babes and the people that lost their lives on that tragic evening on the 6th of February 1958 in Yugoslavia, or where it was. No, in Germany. Sorry, in Munich. So yeah, I just wanted to say that to start off, bud.
Thanks, Derbs. I appreciate that. I said it's something that will forever be etched in our history. And as I said, every year they do what they do. Um, it's it's strange how we say rival fans. You were talking about everybody should acknowledge, but they don't. You still get the people doing the aeroplane, the
Yeah,
signs. I'm not going to put my hand up and do it and disrespect it. And look, some people call it banter, but yeah, people lost their lives in that. So yeah, it's it's a poignant one. It's a
no, I
poignant
just
one.
wanted to say it because I think it's worth saying that. Look, put banter aside and football aside. Football is supposed to be a united sport. It's supposed to bring people together. And I think it's when these things happen, like the Munich air disaster of '58, that we should remember that people lost their lives on that night. Not just footballers, but trainers, journalists as well, that were covering the match. And to be fair, so Matt Busby was pioneering English clubs in Europe. He was one of the few to take Manchester United into Europe, and also, I think at the time the FA, who were threatening to deduct points from Manchester
Yeah,
United if they weren't back in time. So I think they have to hold. I mean, looking back then, it's easy. Hindsight is great to look back on and think this shouldn't have happened, that shouldn't happen. But we have to look back what it was like back in them days. He really was the pioneer, wasn't he, Mr. B, of taking United and taking British clubs into Europe. It was him that started it all off, Sir Matt Busby. So I think he's a legend in United eyes. He's a Scottish legend as well. Played for Man City, I think. Won the FA Cup with Man City as well. Went on to rebuild Manchester United into the powerhouse that 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 you became, and he helped Sir Alex Ferguson at the time when he needed help. And so I think football fans up and down the country should never forget what happened that day. And it is sad, Mr. Speed, that some fans do what they do, but they're a minority. The majority of football fans are respectful and should be respectful and should I'm sure there will be a minute's silence tomorrow or minute's applause, whatever United do. And I think fair play to United for never forgetting this and doing it every year. So fair play to them. But it's something I feel very strongly on, that we should never forget what they went through and what they did. But the people that lost their lives should never be forgotten. Never.
yeah, yeah. Um, Let me say a couple of howdies to the people in the chat. If you are new to it, hit that subscribe button. If you're not, hit the like button. If you are new to it, hit the like button as well. What am I talking about? Andrew, we see you in the house, my friend. I hope you're doing well, man. I'm Titanium. We see ya. Stuart Marshall, serious sports fan bar. How you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Are you confident of taking points from City on Sunday? Um, Abby M's on your mobile. We see you. Mark, we see ya. Katie, we see you as well. Although maybe I shouldn't have put that up because you swore. But yeah, we see Isaac. We see you in the chat, man. I hope you're doing well. All right, them.
Yo,
Welcome.
yeah, we've got all the joint stuff together. Now let's draw the divide and let's let the bantering begin.
Look, obviously, my hatred for Spurs has picked up a level since Bilbao. I never saw you as a rival. I still don't see you as a rival, to be fair, and that proves just by the points where you are, how much points you are behind us. The fact that there's three of the teams now on 29 points down there as well. I'm just hoping West Ham can pick themselves up to put you under a little bit of pressure. Look, at the moment you're 9 points above the relegation zone, which is a joy to see. Now you're coming to Old Trafford tomorrow, 12:30, the early game. I see you getting absolutely nothing from the game. I'm going to be absolutely honest. Even if we had that other manager, who I'm not going to name, I still don't think you would have got nothing. The fact that we're in the swings of I'm not going to say a manager bounce. I think it's more than that. I've said it on the show already. I think it's more than a manager bounce. I don't see you getting anything out of the game tomorrow. You had a good second half against Man City last week. Well done. If you only play for 45 minutes, you're going to get your ass handed to you on the play. I'm glad that you played well in the second half. It means that you're going to come with us with maybe a little smidgen of confidence. Solanke with his scorpion kick. Fair play to him. It was a really good goal. Again, I see you getting nothing. My prediction for the game is 3-1. It could be more. Because I know we're going to create a lot of chances against you guys. Cunha being the key to what we do going forward. I just want to have your thoughts. Obviously, you spoke to me behind before the show came on, and you were giving it all of the chest. Now the realization is actually hit, Derms. Talk to me. How bad do you think you're going to get beaten tomorrow?
We're not. We're going to whoop you. We're going to go up there, take all 3 points. I don't know why you don't believe me. We're unbeaten against Manchester United in 8 games. Right? We own Manchester United. We own Old Trafford. We're going up tomorrow. We expect red carpets. We expect balloons, trumpets, everything. We own Manchester.
So you own where?
We own Manchester. We own it. We beat Man City up there. We've beaten you. We haven't beaten you. You haven't beaten us in 8 games. Tomorrow will be 9. We're going up there full of confidence under the Thomas Frank train that's about to derail any minute. We do have injuries, yes, but we've got Mickey van der Ven and Romero back, our captain, coming back. I don't know what is going to be quicker, getting on the pitch or putting something out on X. He may put something up next during the game. He might just take his phone up from his sock and just,
Is that after Cunha's second goal or third goal?
Yeah. So now look, all in seriousness, right? And I know I've been called. I know, yeah. You know what? Don't worry about what people saying, Jack. Look, it's going to be a tight game tomorrow. I do think United are in form. 3 out of 3. We haven't won a game since before Christmas, since before New Year. But I think we can do a job tomorrow. I really do fancy us tomorrow, Mr. B. I'm sorry, I went for a 3-1 win on my own build up, and I honestly think we can go and do something tomorrow. I think we've got your number. It doesn't matter who's in charge. We have your number.
You really think you've got? You really think you've got our number, Debs?
I really do.
Okay,
Now,
maybe we need somebody. Go on.
Look, I did say to you, maybe we should have lost the Europa League. We probably would have had a better season because you've ended up having a better season than us. But I do feel that. I do, Mr. B. I think look, we got a draw at Man City last week with a very good second half performance. If we can bring that into the first half at Old Trafford tomorrow, or even bring that into the game tomorrow, I think we'll give you a game. I really do. We're going to test you tomorrow. Win, lose, or draw. We're going to give you a good test tomorrow.
Is that confidence come from the 45 minutes that you played against Man City? Yeah.
No, it's confidence coming from the 8. We're unbeaten against you in 8 games, and the second half performance against Man City, and we've got a fit Solanke, and we've got a Xavi that's starting to show why we bought him. You know, we got certain players starting to, show a little bit. And I'm not going to come on here and just roll over and think, oh yeah, United going to beat us. I'm backing my team all the way. I never back my team to lose. I never have done.
Yeah,
I'm not going to start now.
I realised. I've realised. Pipes. Obviously, you're the bane of negativity. Levy's obviously not there no more, so you can't moan at him. I suppose it's going to be Enoch, but I have no interest in that. All I'm interested in is the game tomorrow. As I was saying to Derms, I didn't really have a hatred for Spurs until what you did to our Silver Bow, and now I hope that you're fighting relegation for the next 3 or 4 seasons. I don't expect you lot to beat us tomorrow. I don't expect it to be a cakewalk, but I do expect us to come out victorious. What are your thoughts on the game moving forward? And are you as optimistic as Derms?
Well, firstly, good evening, brother. Good evening, Derms, and everybody out there.
Big up to your Pipes.
I would love to sit here and say I share your positivity, Derms, but I'm afraid our club is a mess. Our club is a mess. We have a manager who is just not fit for our football club. And yeah, there was a little comeback. You see, the City game last week kind of wasn't really in isolation. We've had a couple games where we've stunk the place out in the first half. The game is seemingly gone. And so the players have come out in the second half with a game. You see, it's easy to play when you're 2 or 3-0 down. So
No pressure.
No pressure. So we come out last week against City because I don't know if everybody saw it, if you saw the game, Mr. B, but the first half was like a testimonial. Yeah.
I thought it was a funeral at one point.
Well, it was.
That quiet.
It was like a wake, but
it was like a wake.
But the actual game itself, the first half, the City players were literally just popping the ball about. There wasn't a Tottenham player within 20 yards of either of them, none of them. And they literally, and I actually watched the first half, and in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, this is why them boys up the road are going to win the title this year. Because a peak City would have absolutely murdered us in that first half, 4 or 5-0. It was that bad. It was pitiful. Compounded by the atmosphere or the lack of in the stadium. It was like a wake, as they kept commenting on the bloodies on Sky. Yeah, it was shocking, absolutely pitiful. So the second half, or the dressing room, whatever was said. Me personally, I didn't put it down to Thomas Frank. I just think the players probably, maybe Romero grabbed a couple by the neck and just said, you know what, we can't go out like this. So they've come out in the second half, a little bit of pride. The game's gone, no real pressure. And they've just played with a little bit of intensity. And then suddenly, City, it was so easy for them in the first half. They probably come out second half a bit easy-ozy. And once you come out like that, it's kind of hard to switch it back on. So Tottenham come out second half, started running about a bit, played with a little bit of intensity, got the goal back. The crowd then, they got lifted a little bit. And, what transpired. But it wasn't like, I don't think it was no amazing masterclass. We just played with a little bit of, just put our foot in a bit, you know what I mean? And played with a little bit of, like I said, intensity, which is the bare minimum footballers should show. So I can't get too gassed about that second half, And as I said, we've had similar games like that, where, the Aston Villa cup game was a little bit like that. But the general malaise at the football club, it's just a complete and utter shit show. And as for the game tomorrow, yeah, we've got a nice record against United at the moment, but let's not be. United will be favourites. United will be favourites.
Of course, That that goes without saying. Of course, we're favourite.
Well, that doesn't go without saying because we have got a good record against you in the last.
Oh my God! Really? You sounded like. See, I
No,
wasn't. I
no,
wasn't.
but I'm qualifying it by saying you lot will be favourites tomorrow, and I do expect probably you guys to win because at the moment,
Probably.
yeah, I mean, but at the moment, Thomas Frank can't buy a win, and the thing about it is that he doesn't seem to recognise. You know, every week he comes up with the same platitudes about performance, but we're not winning any games, Thomas. You know what I mean? We're not winning football matches. We're 8 points above the relegation zone. And I don't think we are completely out of the woods there, you know, because we've won what? 2 games or we've won 2 games since November. So the magic it's the reality. It's like, I can't show things. So we've won 2 games since November. We obviously the magic number is 40. And I would love to know where we find these next 11 points from because we're not winning football matches. So, you know, at the moment, I'm Mr. Well, I can't be anything more but negative. I just call what I see, innit? I call what I see. If we get a point,
Go on, let you finish.
That will be a probably as much as we can expect, I believe.
Oh, Stuart saying we can't write Spurs off. He's been our bogey team the last few years. If Van der Ven and Ramiro were out, we would be comfortable. Let's not get carried away. Okay, Derms. Obviously, you've heard Pipes is kind of, I think it's more truthful. More truthful. You got anything to counter that with? I mean, obviously, I know.
I'm just looking at the chat, Mr. B, and what some people want. The last 2 ones has just made me go, right, okay.
Listen, it's Friday night. I see everything. I acknowledge everything, and there's stuff that quickly gets deleted out of my mind. So yeah,
Look, to be fair, right? To be fair, Mr. B, I think Pipes is right in what he's saying. I do agree with everything he said, by the way. Only 2 wins since November, no wins in the Premier League since before New Year's Eve. Thomas Frank he's right. Thomas Frank can't buy a win. And we have these little glimpses of encouragement, like the second half against Man City, like the second half against Aston Villa, where we get these little glimpses of, okay, we might be turning the corner. Look, our January window was dreadful. I mean, for a team that really needed bodies in, we did everything possible not to bring any bodies in. And tomorrow's not going to be an easy game. It is a tough game going up to Old Trafford. We've went years we're not really winning up there. And yes, for the last 8 games we've got your number. Yeah, and we did have your number, and we had it under Amarin, we had it under Ten Hag as well. We're now going against another manager in Carrick, who I think he's got you playing very well at the moment. I have to say, he's simple. He's got you playing simple football, which is what your players needed to do. He didn't make it too difficult or tactical. It's just you go out there, you're playing the system you know you can play in. You go out there, enjoy your football. And that's what he's done. He's sort of done it the Fergie way, if you know what I mean. He's sort of taken what Fergie did with you over the years and sort of implied it into today's game. But football is over 90 minutes. Anything can happen. We all know that. I would love us to win. And you know me, I back my team to the end. Whoever scores first, I think will win the game. And I think whoever gains control of midfield, to win the game. I think it's going to be between Palunia and Casemiro. I think whoever wins that battle wins that midfield tomorrow. And also we've got the game. We've got to come back after what you dealt with us in the game at our place early in the season when you scored in the very last minute to get a draw. I think we have to put that to bed as well because I think that just might play in some of the players tomorrow. But look, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's going to be a cracking game. For a neutral, it's going to be a great half-12 kickoff for a neutral. For you and me, it's going to be torture for an hour and a half plus. But look, whoever wins, if you beat us, Mr. B, I will come on to your post-match show and I will show my face and I will come
When?
on and say congratulations. You know, and I will do
When?
that.
When
No,
we beat you?
if you beat us,
When we beat you?
if
I'm so. This is the one that of the 4 games that we've just played. This is the one that I expected us to win. No problem, no argument. I just, especially the way you're in, I just don't see you benefiting. Look, obviously, what's your midfield? What are you looking at your midfield? Obviously, we're not going to change our midfield. We can't change it. It is what we've got. But what I know, you've got obviously Ramiro and Van der Ven back. Who else do you have back? And what do you think your team's going to be?
Jets. I got to look. Can I bring up my predicted lineup, which I've already done?
Yeah.
I did this from my own channel.
Let me know if you agree with this, Pipes. Yeah. I'm not cursing.
Right.
I'm not cursing it, Stuart. I'm just very confident with this one.
So this is the injury. We've got these players out. So we've got Kulu, Madison, Kudus, Richarlison, Davis out. We've got also out. We've got why won't it move? Oh, sorry, I went too far. Sorry, I don't know. It seems to be jumping a little bit. Anyway, this is the team I went with. Vicario and goal. I've gone with the back 3 with Dragonson, Romero, Van der Ven. I've gone with wing-backs in Udogie and Gray because we're not sure about Jed Spence. He may be coming back. He may not be. He'll be on the bench.
Yeah.
2 midfielders in Palunia and Gallagher, and then the front 3 of Xavi on the left, Odegaard on the right, and Solanke up front.
Pipes.
Yeah, that's pretty much how. I mean, we're down to the bare bones, so we haven't got much wiggle room anyway. I would probably, the only thing, Xavi, I don't like him on the left. He needs to play through the middle. As saying, he has. I mean, there's never been really any doubt in my mind with Xavi. His only issue was adjusting to the physicality of the Prem, but you can see he's a baller. And even now, even though he has started to step to the fore, he's still carelessly giving the ball away for my liking, too much, you know. But you will see him shine with better players around him, you know. But he's definitely starting to come to the step up to the plate, you know. But that was never an issue with me, you know. And I expect to have another big game or good game tomorrow. But yeah, that team is pretty much. I mean, is MC Deadfoot, as I call him, Moani? is he not in your team, Derms?
No, I've left him on the bench. I can't stand him. I cannot stand him at all. I think he's the why we went from. I think we panicked in the summer window. We thought, shit, we need a striker. Who's free? Daniel Levy, before he left, like, this is your parting gift for me leaving the club. I'm going to give you Morani as my parting gift. I mean, yeah. I don't. I
doesn't look like he wants to be at the club.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't look interested. So, and this is the issue you have when you get players sometimes on loan, and particularly last minute. You know what I mean? Juventus was always
wanted to bomb him out.
Yeah, you know, and he just doesn't look engaged. So yeah, but again, that just speaks to the bigger issue and our lack. But we'll be here on. So
we're not gonna go into a history lesson of how bad you've been. All I need to know from you guys and guys in the chat is a score prediction. To be fair, I know Yabba went 5-0. I just can't. Sometimes I just can't.
I watched that last night, Mr. B, and I shook my head. I thought Mr. B must be shaking his head now. Look at that fight. He says, "You've just put the kiss of death on it, Yabba." I love him. I love Yabba. He's a bit like me. I love Yabba. I love his positivity. I love how he is. He's like me, delusional, positive about our clubs. But yeah, I thought 5-0. I thought that's a bit of a stretch. Even I won't even get the 5-0.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, so sometimes I wonder what goes on in that head of it. Maybe the ears a lot denser up there. You know what I mean? He's nearly 7 foot, so maybe that's the issue. Andrew's gone 2-0. There's a few of you in the chat, guys. Let's get these scores up and let's get these score predictions up. I'm going to get all of them up. I'm Titanium's gone 2-1. Stuart has gone 3-1 United. Cunha with a brace. And that cheeky little dance. Well, he's going to do the dance twice then, isn't he? Matthew Bassett, how you doing, big man? I hope you're doing well. Man United win by 1 goal margin, either 1-0, 2-1 or 3-2. Man, Vincent, I tell you, Vincent comes with some of the most ridiculous. He's gone with 6-0 to United. Guys, if there's anybody else in the chat, come get me your score predictions in, man. I'm Titanium calling you the white yabba.
I take that as a compliment. I take that as a compliment. The man's a legend. Yabba is a legend. I take that as a compliment.
Isaac has gone 4-0. Yeah, no doubt, boy. I'm looking at a big one. Pipes, what's your score prediction?
I think it will be a 2-1 United win. Unfortunately, yeah, I think
2-1. Close, that close, yeah.
Well, no, it might be you'll probably take a 2-0 lead, and then we may probably pull one back. But yeah, that I can't see us getting much tomorrow. Like I said, the team just don't know how to win football matches. So, you know, I mean, the manager, he sends them out every week. Every week it's always about the opposition.
I love it.
He just sends them out so too fearful, and I just don't see us. Yeah, it's going to be another
humbling, yeah.
Not a humbling, no, but another unsuccessful weekend in terms of acquiring 3 points.
Derms, what have you got, Mr. Yabativity? Dermativity, what have you got for us?
I'm going for a 3-1 Spurs win. Yeah, you can laugh all you want. You all laugh. All you laughed. All of you laughed at me. No, hang on. I'm gonna get all you laughed at me when I backed United to win a few games this week. All you laughed at me, and United won. You laughed at me. So you can laugh at me all you want. I'm going to 3-1. I'll never back my team to lose.
I understand that, though.
There's the right few people in the chat. The right few people in the chat, right? No, there's the right few people in the chat, right? Come on. If your team, you be doing the same. You be backing your team all the way. So let me back my team.
We're realists. Enough time you go on the channel and said we're going to lose, but you know what? The winner in the house is Matthew Bassett, my brother. As I said, every time you donate, bro, big man, appreciate that all the time, man. Thanks for showing the love, man. Thanks for showing the love. Andrew's actually saying it could happen, no.
It could happen, then I have to wake up and apologize. So,
yeah, well, there you go. I mean, look, I'm as I said, I'm more than confident yeah, I'm more than confident we're going to do this. The fact that you predicted a win, not even a draw, stuns me. Mia, welcome to the madness. I know you found us on your mobile. Can I have a score as you found us? Can I have a score prediction for the Tottenham United game, please? Look, I don't see anything more. 3-1. I go 3-1. I see our front three that we spent good money on. Some people say it was overpriced. I don't. I think it's been perfect. Cunha's definitely starts. I actually wouldn't mind Cisco starting tomorrow. Just because of who you lot have got in the back. But either way, I'm more than confident of a 3-1 win. I say 3-1 just because I do expect you to have a 20-minute spell at some stage in the game. I would like us to dominate for 70, 80 minutes to show we're at home. You lot are in the position you are in the league, joint with Crystal Palace and whoever you else. Actually, I'll tell you who you're joint with. Just to give you a little reminder, hold on, let's have a look. Standings. You are joint at the moment with Crystal Palace and Leeds. Oh, of course, Leeds won today. And look, and Forest are still 3 points behind now. As I keep saying, West Ham is the team that need to step up. But look, that's something for another show, another couple of weeks when you're really in the shit. And what I'm saying. Oh my God, Carl, 5-1 Spurs. I've had a word with the ref, and he said you will send no.
Big up to you, Mr. Simpson. See, do you know what?
It's impressive.
Good. Do you know what, Mr. B? I put up the light. I needed help in the chat. I was being ganged up. I needed to bring in reinforcements, and Carl was the first one there. Big up to you, Mr. Simpson. Coming in there.
Look, even Andrew's laughing. I tell you, Andrew doesn't smile much, and Andrew doesn't laugh much. But even you've got Andrew giggling with that comment, Carl. If you beat us 5-1. Actually, no, I bet you were going to say what I was going to say.
What are you going to say? You're going to wear a Tottenham shirt? Were you going to wear a Tottenham shirt? Are you?
And burn my skin like the Exorcist? Absolutely no bloody chance, man. No, Matty, we're not getting on. We're not going to get him sacked. They're going to stick with him for the end of the season. Look, before we drift on to the other games, who would you like, Pipes? Realistically, don't be talking about Enrique, please. Who would you like as a manager once Thomas Frank is sacked?
I would like, and there is no realistically attached, because as far as I'm concerned, Tottenham can get any manager they want as long as the money, the salary is correct, and the vision is pitched correctly. But we have a board that have no ambition for sporting success. So I don't know how it's going to play out. But if all things being equal, if a vision is pitched correctly, my pick would still be a Nagelsmann. But again, that it depends on how the club is sold in the summer. The one appointment I do not wish to see, which will probably happen, is Pochettino. It will
right on cue.
It will be such a lazy, pathetic, appeasing the fans kind of non-appointment that will probably happen. But he was there 6 years, 1-0, and he was also complicit in our lack of activity in 2 transfer windows. But yet we have fans who have him as some kind of messiah. And he's an open goal for the board to get themselves back on side with the fans. So I hope it doesn't happen, but it probably will happen. But Frank is, it's like someone was saying the other day, Thomas Frank is simply the caretaker for his own job. He's basically what he is. So, he will be sacked at the end of the season. But in pond with him, and I just hope it doesn't really put us on the brink of relegation, because as I keep saying, we're not winning football matches. So as long as we're sticking with this manager, relegation is a real prospect. Trust me.
Okay, so Nagelsmann. Okay, let's have somebody a little bit more realistic. Terms. Who do you think? Who do you want once Frank's gone?
Look, I would like Xavi Hernandez, if I'm being honest. I would like him, but I don't think he will come to us. Alonso's going to Liverpool.
A gamble, don't you think that's a gamble? Don't you think that's a gamble, though?
Not really. I don't think so. I agree with you that whoever we get, the board are never going to back. 100% agree with you on that. And I think we're more of a mess in the background than we've ever been after Daniel Levy. Either he was left, sacked, or forced out, or whatever. And I think also with these shares that he could be selling, I think will have a big impact on who we go after too, because we don't know if that might lead to a takeover. I agree with you. I think the board will go for Pochettino. I think they will do. I wouldn't mind Poch coming back, because then it gives us, I think it will unite the club, it will unite the fan base. We need united. We're too divided at the moment. We're too fractured at the moment.
And it's almost like we need a manager to come in and get us all singing Kumbaya. I just want a manager to get us You see what I'm saying to you? I don't care
Yeah,
about the of it. I don't care about everybody loving each other. I just want the manager to get us to win some silverware. Pochettino, been there, done that. 6 years, 1-0.
Yeah, but you won silverware last year. You wanted your manager gone. What's the matter with you?
No, but he won it at a price, though, Mr. B. He lost 22 league matches.
yeah.
and how much has Thomas Frank lost?
Huh?
How much has Thomas Frank lost?
Oh, to be honest with you, I don't think he will get as high as 22, but I tell you what, in terms of his
That's so shit. I swear.
oh,
If we didn't see you fuckers tomorrow,
I don't know what you
I
think.
swear.
I think these last two appointments, because I keep seeing this back and forth about Frank, but people don't understand that they are both shit managers, and they are, for me, they are the two of the most horrific appointments we have made, probably in our history, back to back. They're shocking.
Well, I think Christian Gross was a lot worse, but there you go. I thought he was pretty bad back in the day.
He wasn't there for very long, though.
No, he wasn't. Ramos was bad too, but won us a trophy. Look, to answer your question, Mr. B, I would like Xavi Hernandez, but I think it will be Pochettino. I really do. Look, it's a bit like United with the Glazers. You could have any manager you want, but we need new boards. We need new owners.
100%.
We rarely do. We rarely do, and I think United are in the same position we are. It doesn't matter who you get in, isn't it, Mr. B? Really, if I put your question to you, it doesn't matter who you get in the summer. It's always going to be the same with the owners that you've got, isn't it? So my question to you is, who do you want in the summer? But would you rather the owners change and get a decent?
The owners are never going to go. You know, the thing is, I've acknowledged that our owners are never going. Their kids are going to run our club. I'll be long dead and buried before that. So I still get pissed off with the owners, but I want to enjoy football. I want to enjoy Man United. So
yeah, that's true.
I don't think about that. So yeah, it comes up and it does piss you off, but they're never going. So if that's going to be your driving force to not be happy, don't support Man United, innit? You know what I mean? I'm sensible enough to be able to switch between game day and all of the bullshit that's happening in the hierarchy. Guess I can't change it. You know what I mean? Whatever I do, I can't. Yeah, you do feel a little bit superstitious on game day. You might have a little routine that you did before you won your last few games, but that side of it we can't change. And I just don't worry about it. To be fair, there's just no point. They are going absolutely nowhere. Guess what? They're going to get a stadium in 5 years, 6 years, 10 years. They'll probably be dead and gone, but their kids won't be. You know what I mean? And they're still going to be doing the exact same thing. They're never going. They're never even going to go. People watching this channel, we're going to be dead and gone before they leave. So it is what it is. But look, we've spent a lot of time talking about our rivalry, but we knew what it was going to be, and that's why I'm glad that you're both on. To be fair, because it's going to be even sweeter pipes. I'm not even going to call you because there's no point. I expect what I expect, and the group's quiet when you lot play. But Derms, don't worry, man. I will be lighting you up from 12:30, bro. Don't worry. My game is called off. I have a waterlogged pitch. I will probably be 3 Jack Daniels deep by the time the game starts. So yeah, I'll be ready to rock and roll, man.
Are you going to be in my watch along? Are you just stalking me in my watch along? Are you?
Yeah, I will. Of course. Once we hit the first one, the abuse will start. I apologize if there's any F words, but don't put them up. But yeah, I'm expecting it tomorrow, and the more that I'm thinking about it now, the more I expect you to get battered.
I look forward to it. And if we score first, I'll be putting it straight into your chat as well. May the banter begin. I'm looking forward to it. And look, win, lose, or draw, I hope it's a great game. And I hope we get a good 90+ minute of football, win, lose, or draw.
They are good games. They usually are good games.
Yeah, usually are. And look, and may the best team win. That's all I'm going to say on that.
I'm expecting, especially. I don't care if we sing the place out. All I want is the point. Right now, I'm looking up. I see the gap between Villa. I see them dropping off. I see Man City dropping off. All of a sudden, you lot are just standing in the way of second place. You know, that's how I see it. You lot are standing in the way of second place
You've
for us.
gained more points than on Arsenal than any of the top four, I think, haven't you? The last few games.
Let's just keep those things quiet. We just want to keep those things under the table, you know. It is what it is. It is what it is, man. You know, it's just
Quick
it's
question,
just
Mr.
that.
B. Would you like to see Carrick permanent manager?
I did. We needed a coach. I'd already said Pipes. I didn't want a hype man. I wanted a coach, and he's a coach. He's had experience at Middlesbrough, coaching 2 full seasons, 2.5 full seasons. He knows what he's doing.
I
Whether or
think,
not he's good, and whether or not he's,
as Derm said probably earlier, he just makes it simple. He just puts players in their right position. Footballs are
and
very
let some
simple,
play.
and he just puts
Yeah,
players, keeps the instructions simple. He's got Fernandez playing as his proper role as a 10. He's even brought Maguire back, which, you know what I mean? He's looking a half-decent defender again. He's just playing players where they're supposed to play. And that's, I think sometimes managers, they get too caught up in philosophies and, you know what I mean? And it's almost like they're at the detriment to results. If the results are failing, then really truthfully, you need to think about flexibility or what are the strengths of the players I have. You see what I'm saying to you? And too many managers, Amarim was one. We had it with Mad Angie, married to a system, and I'm not gonna bend, and it's who we are, and it's if the results are going south, you got to switch. You know, Carrick's come in, he's just had a look at the players, he knows most of them anyway, and he just put them in their correct positions and said, lads, go out and play, go to express yourselves. And fair play,
if
you know, your team
if
got
you
balance.
if right, and that's the point. He's got balance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As I said, in answer to your question, I want a coach. If he gets us top four, even with that waste man Amarin, I wasn't sure about. Top five, maybe. With Carrick, I believe if he gets top three, because he's closed the gap, he's going to get the job, regardless of who they're saying they're interviewing. Because Carrick will come in. He's a my boy, isn't it? You know what I mean? He's a good my boy, but he's a my boy in regards to he's not going to be wanting this or wanting that. He's going to take what he gets. If Enrique comes into our club, yeah, as much as I wouldn't mind, I would love Enrique. He's a winner. He knows what he's doing. He's going to have demands that the club just will not be able to fulfill. He'll come in, he'll say, oh, I want Barcola on the left. The club are going to say, no, we can't get you Barcola. But you know what? We've got Bogo Baggins from Eastbourne United, who's still left-footed, the same height, and guess what? He's got the same hairstyle. We'll give you him. Enrique couldn't come to our club. So Carrick would make things a transition nice and easy, everything nicey ozy. And if he gets us top four, I don't have no problem with. If he gets us top three, then there's going to be a clamour. And look, as I said, I say second. I still think we've got a chance of getting second. You know what I mean? And if he gets second, then hands down, it doesn't matter who they're interviewing. They're not going to come in. They won't be coming in.
No, I agree. I like Carrick. I like what he's doing there at the moment. As I said, he keeps it simple. And the United players seem to be enjoying that as well without from Amarin making everything tactical and difficult and playing stupid formations. He's just picked a formation that suits the players, game plan that suits the players, and they're enjoying their football again. They're playing with a smile on their face. They're not playing with a frown or Bruno Fernandes is throwing his arm up in the air or moaning or groaning. He's actually enjoying his football. And I think that from a Manchester United point of view, I think that's what you want. Yes, you can't do nothing about the ownership, but what you can do is what can happen on the pitch. And as long as United are winning, United are in contention for that top four. I think it's a lot more than what you hope for at the start of the season.
I was saying seventh. I was saying seventh and eighth. Before the season started, my prediction was seventh.
We were all hoping for more than that from our season, but our season turned into a disaster. So look, football's a funny old game. You never know what's going to throw up next year, but I think United are a threat for Champions League this year, and I'll be very, very surprised if you don't get top three. I think Michael Carrick is probably the manager you've been searching for since Fergie. He knows the club. He knows the DNA of the football. No, just let me. Sorry. He knows the DNA of the football club. He's played there. He knows the way United fans like to see the football played. Why would you go and bring another manager in that has to learn? Has to learn everything when you got a man there that knows United through and through. Yes, it didn't work with Ollie, but Michael Carrick, I think, is a better manager than Ollie. So I think you've got to give him the rest of the season, get your top 3, give him the job permanently, and back him properly, and let him bring in the players he wants to bring in.
This is it, Derms. It won't be the players that he was. Right, but I don't mind that because he's a coach. You understand? He hasn't come in. He hasn't come in with the ideas of being. We need a coach. We really need. I'm so glad we've just. Yeah, look, we'll see. Look, we've got 14 games left. Till the end of the season. I know where we want to finish. I'm hoping we finish in that position. Yo, Steph. Sorry, one sec. In from the pub, I hope you're doing well, my darling. Sorry. Right.
Sorry. Yeah, I think you're nailed on for top 4, mister. You got 1 game a week. I can't see how you mess it up, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I feel like you a lot of the time, but there's times when you think, just hold the reins back. United, we've seen this before. We've seen this show before, so sometimes it's just better to hold up. Once you're obviously you're in the zone of it, you're in the mix of it, then you do tend to forget. These players are still the same players, man. These are still the same players who have done us over for the last 3 or 4 years. So, I will leave it at that. But look, let me move on to some score predictions because we're going to be here all night, forgetting that we started at bloody 10 o'clock, guys. There's a few of you still in here. I appreciate the love, boy. We'll be finishing soon. We're just going to get some score predictions in before we do actually go. Arsenal versus Sunderland. Derbs. Obviously, I know. Let's go on.
Arsenal versus Sunderland. I think a 2-0 Arsenal win, isn't it? Really, if you're being honest.
Guys in the chat, let me tell you how much of you that's on YouTube. Right, so I'm expecting at least seven score predictions coming in on here while we're here. If you are new to and you are still here, just hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Right, what we got, Pipes? So what did you say, Derms? Let me get you down again. Sorry, brother.
2-0 to Arsenal win.
What you got, Pipes?
Yeah, similar. I mean, I'll go probably 3-0. They probably get two set piece goals, and then they may score, may get an open play one. But yeah, 3-0 Arsenal. I can't see any slip ups there, to be honest with you.
So yeah, I'm actually gonna go 2-0. I'll go 2-0.
Zach's still out, isn't he? Zach is still out.
Still out. Yeah, still out. Yeah, he's still out. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So you're funny. You're a funny guy, you know. My internet cuts off at 11:59 for the kids, man. Stephanie's gone 2-1. Arsenal. Football, he's gone 2-2. That's the United game. That's one behind. No, that's never going to happen. Matthew has gone 3-0 Arsenal. I'm going for. Oh, let's have a look at this, Vincent. I'm going out of the box. He's going to go 2-0. You've been on the bevies tonight, ain't you, Vincent? I know you have. I know it's late. I know you started drinking early to come up with a score like that. Football Unfiltered is saying we need Arsenal to bottle the league. It would be sensational. Yeah, it would be, but I don't think it's going to happen, to be fair. Eddie. We're just shame I pressed the wrong one. Sorry, bro. JD's kicking in. Here we go. Arsenal 3, Sunderland 0. All right. Bournemouth versus Villa. Bournemouth at home. What you got for me, Pipes? Guys in the chat, get these in nice and quickly so we can.
Bournemouth, they're usually quite strong at home. Villa, They've been a bit up and down in recent weeks. I think that one looks like a score draw, truth be told. I mean, Villa, like I said, Villa. I mean, they should make top 4, but I think their squad's just not big enough to really have a sustained title challenge. And it's seeing it in results, you know. They lost at home to Everton. They've had some very iffy kind of results, you know. So yeah, I think that's a draw tomorrow. That'll be a draw, that one.
What you gonna go with Desmond 2-2?
We'll do a Desmond. Yeah, we'll do a 2-2. We'll do a Desmond.
What are you thinking, Derms?
I'm going for a 1-1. I'm going for a draw, 1-1 draw.
Both going for a draw. I'm gonna go for a Bournemouth win. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Bournemouth. Let's see what we've got in here. Let's see if anybody agrees with me. Carl has got Bournemouth 1, Villa 2. Stephanie has gone Cherries 2, Villa 1. That's my lady right there. Eddie, yep. He's gone 4-1 Villa. Vincent, of all of the scores, like, come on, Vincent, you got to think what a loss to Villa are going to do. He's come with a respectable 2-2 after all the scores he's had up. Matty has gone Bournemouth 1, Villa 2. You really want Bournemouth to win, though, just so you can light up them fuckers at your workplace, innit? Stuart has gone 2-1 Bournemouth. Yeah, the likes are picking up. Can we get another 4 before we disappear? Right. We have got Burnley versus West Ham. Battle of the bullshit tomorrow. What are we thinking, Dams?
I'm hoping for a Burnley win, to be fair. I don't need West Ham winning, getting any more closer to us. It's the only time I probably want Burnley to win, but no, West Ham probably win. I'm going for a... You know what? Burnley did play well against us, actually, when they drew against us. So I'm going for a 1-0 Burnley win.
What you got, Pipes? No, I think Burnley are pretty much doomed, if the truth be told. Yeah, I think West Ham will win that one 2-1. Actually, no, I'm 3-1 West Ham. 3-1 West Ham.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I'm actually gonna go 3-1 West Ham as well. That would be my dream result tomorrow. Especially after the loss that you're not gonna get. Let's have a look.
Gonna start getting very, very closed up in that bottom.
Like a concertina.
Yeah.
That's the sound like a concertina, man. What's that one that goes? What's that one? What's that instrument that goes edge to edge? Not concertina. It looks like a radiator. What's the one that you pull and it goes like a radiator? What's the instrument?
They use it in bloody classical music.
Yeah.
I don't bloody know. I'm too uncouth for all that.
Come on, somebody in the chat, Derms, come on, talk to me, man.
What are you talking about, Mr. B? What are you talking about?
The instrument that... it's like that one that, and it looks like a radiator, and then you pull it out and you squeeze it back in.
You mean the squeezy box?
Accordion.
It's not called a squeezy box.
That's what we call it over here in Ireland. We call it a squeezy box. I don't know what you're laughing. That's what we call it in Ireland. Yeah, that's what we call it over here. It's called a squeezy box.
Oh, God. Accordion. Is it an accordion?
Yeah,
it's an accordion.
Maybe you call it posh in England, but we call it a squeezy box. That's what it is. We call it an accordion.
Thank you, Steph.
I knew so. Do you know what? I swear to God, people don't get Irish talk Irish things all together. Like
squeezy box.
That's what it's called.
Oh, it's not a bloody boo-boo Zayla, Eddie.
All right, to give you a laugh, we call violin a fiddle over here.
That is true.
So we call it called in the squeezy box. That's what it is.
Are they different? Isn't a violin and a fiddle different instruments?
No. People call it violin and we call it a fiddle.
Well, I thought fiddle and violin was two different things, no?
No, same thing.
No. Or some people will say posh people call it violin and common class, working class people call it the fiddle. No?
That's what it's called, the squeezy box and the fiddle over here in Ireland.
Shit. The squeezy box in the fucking hell, the fair enough. I've listen. Look, you learn. See, guys,
A lot
it's
tonight.
not always about football. It's a lot about learning stuff as well. Fiddle and bloody squeezy box. Wow, that's I've never heard of that. Okay,
I do like what Steph's put in. A wrench is a big spanner.
thank you. There you go. See what I mean? Accordions are everywhere in Amsterdam. No, then where did you go? What part of Amsterdam you go where they play the bloody? You must be up early in the morning. That's bloody why. Fucking anyway.
I'll send you a video later, Mr. B, of the Dubliners, right? And I'll send you a video later of it. All right. I'll put
and what they play the accordion and they're gonna play the what what do you call it? The bag stretcher? What do you call it?
The fiddle, the squeezy box, the guitar, the banjo.
Tune, Mr. B. If you want to hear accordion, wicked, bang it, wicked tune.
You lot are mad. You lot are absolutely mad. This is descending
an
into...
accordion. It's called a recorder over here. We call that a recorder.
What's a recorder?
And what you just said in an accordion, it's a recorder over here.
Really?
What are you talking about? A recorder is the blue thing. Like a flute.
My dad used to say, who was from Mayo, he used to call it a recorder. That's what he called it when he was a kid. Back in May.
Recorder?
Yeah.
Terms.
It's like a tin whistle. But
that's what we got, a recorder. Yeah, that's what we call recorders. Well, weren't we just talking about accordion?
Yeah.
You just said an accordion. You just said, listen.
I thought it was something that was too late, Mr. B. I thought you were talking about something else. Sorry.
This is what I love. This is why I love the Friday, man. It just descends into all sort of mess. Look, guys, let's get the rest of these score predictions in, please. Before
Mr. B's internet cuts off.
Please. We got Fulham versus Everton. Guys in the chat. Dad, what you got?
I'm going for a squeezy box against the fiddle. I'm sorry. I go for Everton 2-0 win. Oh, Lord.
What you got, Vibes?
Where's the game? At Craven Cottage or Everton?
Craven Cottage.
Okay. I will go for a Fulham. Yeah, I'll go for a Fulham win, actually. I mean, they gave you a game last week, apparently. Yeah, I'll go 2-1 Fulham.
Yeah, I agree. There's a few people in the chat who agree as well. We have got Matty Bassett's gone 2-1 Fulham. Stewart's gone 2-1 Fulham. Vincent's now coming down off his high. He's gone 2-1 Fulham. Carl's gone 3-1 Fulham. Stephanie's gone 2-1 Fulham. Yeah, that looks like a Fulham win. We'd all accept that. Wolves versus Chelsea.
Oh.
3 points ready for Chelsea, isn't it? It's just 4-0 Chelsea.
How much?
I reckon. Yeah.
Oh. Wow,
I can't. Wolves have been playing well. They've been playing some good football, but I think after losing Larson in the window to Crystal Palace, I just don't think they're going to have no firepower. So I think Chelsea are going to steamroll them tomorrow. I feel sorry for the Wolves fans, but I'm sure they resigned themselves. They're going to play Championship football next year.
Yeah,
and they can
100%.
just enjoy the next 14 games of partying up and down the Premier League. But yeah, 4-5-0 Chelsea tomorrow.
All right, God. What you got, Pipes?
Yeah, that's a banker for Chelsea, 3-0. Despite their absolute pathetically limp performance against bloody the Gooners in the week, they'll be too strong for Wolves. So yeah, 3-0.
Right, so we've got Matty Bassett's gone 3-0 Chelsea. Ooh, Stephanie showed a little bit of positivity. I know where you go with this one, Steph. That's 2-1 Wolves. Carl has gone 5-0 Chelsea. Vincent's gone, unfortunately, Chelsea 3-0. Oh yeah, I would love that. I would love that score there. Yeah, I think that's probably the best we can hope for. To be fair, as United fans, he's gone 0-0, hoping for a Chelsea hangover. Stewart's gone Wolves 3, Chelsea 3-2. Shirley sent off. Yeah, we'll take that all day, man. We'll take that all day, man. We love that. Okay. Newcastle versus Brentford. Newcastle at home.
I think Newcastle will be smarting after their defeat against Man City during the week, League Cup semi-final. I think it can go two ways. Either going to come out and be really be crap because of that game, or they're going to come out all guns blazing. I think they're going to come out all guns blazing. I think it'd be a 3-0 Newcastle win.
Oh. What are you thinking, Pipes?
I actually think Brentford can get something up there. Newcastle, again, they're a bit up and down. And I think, quite frankly, Eddie Howe should be under a little bit more scrutiny than he is, because with the team that he's got, he should be doing a lot better, quite frankly. But and I think Brentford, and I don't know what you think, Derms, but Brentford's kind of season is the biggest red flag with concern regarding Thomas Frank, because the set piece coach, Keith Andrews, has taken Brentford to heights.
Legend, Irish legend.
Frank never got to with Brentford. Never got there.
I keep telling you guys.
Yeah,
I keep telling you, Pipes, and I keep telling you, Mr. Vic, it takes an Irishman to get things right.
You know what? I agree with that, aka Roy Keane. But listen, we're doing score predictions. Yeah, I can feel the JD's kicking in it. So can we just get these done?
Okay, well, to cut us a long story short, I think Brentford can get something, and I'm going score draw, 1-1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Keith Andrews, manager of the year, Irish legend.
He's embarrassed Thomas Frank, basically.
Yes.
Let's have a look. Let's see what we've got in there.
What we've got next?
Hold on. Hi Joe. I think you are super drunk, mate. Nobody else has moaned about the sound quality. I think that third rum and coke has finished your hearing for the night, mate. Carl has gone 2-1 Newcastle, 2-1 Brentford. I'll take that. Stephanie's gone Barcodes 2, Bees 1. Matty has gone 3-1 Newcastle. Vincent's gone 1-0 Newcastle. Stuart's gone 2-1 Newcastle. Eddie's gone 1-0 Newcastle. Stephanie's saying hi to Hydro. Let's see. Done. I will actually go 2-2. I don't see Newcastle winning that. I think Brentford, hoping Thiago was going to score a madness. You're madness, and I've taken him out of my fantasy league. Right, we've got 2 more games left. Brighton versus Crystal Palace. What we got, guys?
Very quickly, I'm going for a 2-1 Brighton win.
What you got, Pipes, guys, in the chat?
Yeah, I'd go Brighton 2-0. I think Palace, obviously, there's a bit of unrest in the camp. They all know that Glasner's leaving. So, yeah, it's going to be a long end to the season for Palace, I think. And, 2-0 Brighton.
I'll go 3-0 Brighton. I'll get that out of the way. I think it's going to be easy. Let's see if we've got any more in here. Before the last one comes up, we have got Brighton. Matty Bassett's gone 2-1 Brighton. Stuart's gone 1-1. Vincent's gone 3-2. Stephanie's gone the Seagulls 2, Eagles 1. It's the Battle of the Birds. Final game of the weekend. Some will say it's the biggest game of the weekend. Liverpool versus City. Liverpool at home. What have we got, Pipes?
Right. Liverpool, yes, they've had a little upturn. Man City, as I alluded to earlier, are not peak City. He's building a new city, Pep. So their results from week to week are going to be a little bit up and down. Having said all that, though, I fancy them to do the job at Anfield. I know their record is not great up there, but I think they're in. If they're going to have any semblance of a little chance to keep tabs with those boys up the road, they have to win on Sunday. And I think they will. I think they'll sneak it 2-1. And I've got a feeling that Baby Robot, as we call him in the Spurs WhatsApp group, is going to get a goal because he's due one. He's had a very quiet little patch. But I think he'll get one on Sunday. And yeah, I'm going to City 2-1.
Okay. What you got, Devs?
I'm going for. I think Haaland's going to have another game without scoring the goal. So I think he's just a baby. He's about throwing his prams out now. I think Pep is on. I think Pep will be leaving this season. I think he will be. But for me, Mr. B, I'm going for. Do you know what? I'm going for a 2-1 Liverpool win.
I actually want. God.
And then I hope the Premier League come out on Monday and say, right, here we go. We're going to relegate you now with 105 points. You know, you're out of the Premier League. There you go. That'd be a great Monday morning to wake up to, wouldn't it? Finding Man City relegated. But yeah, 2-1 Liverpool.
I'm going to go 1-1 draw. I think that's more what I want than anything else. I don't think I can't. Yeah, I'm going to go. I think it's going to be a draw. Probably the hardest result to get, but we'll see. Let me get some final scores in before we depart. Matty has gone Liverpool 2, City 1. Stuart has gone Dippers 1, Blue Bastards 2. Sorry. I should have looked at that first. Liverpool 2, GT 1. Vincent, that was from Steph. Vincent's got 0-0. Yeah, we'll take that. Eddie's got 0-0. And as a final one, if Pep leaves, Enrique gets the City job. I mean, you could be right there, but that's something definitely for another show. Guys, it is 5 past. God. Who?
Chelsea's ex-boss.
Maresca.
Yeah, that's the talk. I don't know. That's the talk. So we'll see. I mean, I personally don't think Pep will leave until he wins another Champions League with City. I don't think he's going this season.
No, well, he's going to be there a long time. Then they're done for a little while.
We'll see.
But look, we'll leave it. We'll see. Derms, your any parting words before we take it to the cleaners tomorrow?
Yeah, best of luck. Win, lose or draw. Look, if we lose, I will come on to your post-match show and put up my hand and say you're a better team. But yeah, the best of luck. May the best team win, and that will be us. We will be whooping you tomorrow. We'll be taking the wheels off your bus. Carrick at the wheel will be stuck in the Manchester United car park with no wheels on his bus. You will be stuck there. Your poor Manchester United fan will be waiting forever to get his hair cut. And you know what? I think it was just be going on. Spurs for the win. We're going to go up there. We're taking 3 points back off you. But yeah, that is my delusion, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, Carl agrees with you. God bless him. Yeah. There you go. I'm going to leave that one up with Steph. Pipes, anything to say before you leave?
Boy, all I can say is I admire Derbs' positivity. I hope obviously he's correct, but I personally can't see it. But obviously, I'd be happy to be proved wrong. And you never know, Mr. B. Win, lose or draw, you can give me a little ding, and I might just pop up again for post-match. Post-mortem.
And guys, with that, it's Friday. I know it's a late one. If you are watching later than it is now or early in the morning, look, just give us a like. I want to try and hit 20 on both streams. Yeah, you won't take a point, Carl. You definitely won't take a point from me, Mr. B. Pacific Zone on a Friday where we talk all things Premier League. We have a watch along tomorrow. Derbs will be doing his one on what channel will you be doing yours on, Derb, tomorrow?
On THFC till we die.
There you go again. That's THFC until we die. Obviously, Derbs will be not Derbs. Colm will be doing one on our channel. Game kicks up at 12:30. Knowing Colm, it will start at 12:25. There will be a reaction, which I will probably be on, to be fair, because my game is off due to waterlogged pitch. So guys, thanks for watching. I know it's a late one. Please enjoy, stay safe, guys. We'll be back tomorrow.